Hey everybody, welcome back to TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio One. Today I thought it might be fun if I share with you all of the wigs that I have enjoyed wearing lately coming up. Right now, many of us are spending a lot of time at home. I am no exception. I work from home and I don't always wear wigs. I really like to show off my wigs. I enjoy choosing what wigs I'm going to wear. And it depends on a lot of things. So it depends on my mood. It depends on where we're going, what we're doing, how I'm going to be dressing, who I'm going to see. So I want to show you some wigs that I have worn recently. We did have a little bit of opportunity to get out of the house. We traveled to southern Georgia to see my son. We were going to spend several days there and actually meet his new girlfriend. And it was kind of a big deal to introduce her to us. So I dressed and planned my wig wearing accordingly. I am very proud to wear wigs. There's no shame in my game. I really love mixing it up. And in cases where my son is sort of a little nervous about introducing his parents to a new girlfriend, I wanted to be a little more conservative than I would typically be. After all, I didn't want to scare the girl. She is just as sweet as could be and super open-minded about things like wigs. So it turned out wonderfully. We had a wonderful trip. It was lovely to meet his new girlfriend, but I want to share with you the wigs that I took with me. So I was really into that new color by Henry Margaux, which is the 10613 GR. And I accumulated a lot of different styles in that color because I absolutely loved it. So because they're all the same color and from the same brand, it makes it a little easier for me to wear different lengths and things without being too aggressive with my changes, right? This is my newest purchase in that 10613 GR. This is Jules. Do you remember Jules? I have reviewed Jules a couple of times, and maybe it's the color, but I absolutely adored wearing it. And this is the one that when we first got there, my son's girlfriend was there, and then we came in, I changed my clothes, and then we went out to dinner. So I love it because it's not super short. It's not medium or long, but it's a nice length that you could transition into something a little shorter or something a little longer with great ease. So Jules, it's comfortable. That's a big thing for me, especially when I'm traveling or doing something that I can't really focus on the wig. I've got to focus on other things, and I really just want to be comfortable and I want to know it looks good. Jules has a lace front, and then it's just open top, sides, and back. There's a lot of permatease, so that volume is sustained. I don't have to work at it all day. And the lace front is exquisite. It runs temple to temple, and the highlights run up to the root. They just did this color. This was the color of the year for me for 2020. The fine knotting, the disbursement of the color, the coverage, the lace that blends in seamlessly. This was the Meet the Girlfriend wig. So the second day that we were visiting with my son, this is the wig that I wore. This is Naomi by Henry Margaux in that 10613 GR. And a beautiful lace front and left monofilament side part. I have a recent review on this one. And this one is just like home to me. The length, the cut, a little bit of curl mixed in, absolutely beautiful. And I actually went shopping that day, and then we met for lunch on an outdoor patio. Yeah, it was February, and we sat outside to eat. Southern Georgia, it was almost 70 degrees. It was absolutely the perfect day, and you just don't realize how much you miss the sun and the warmth until it gets to be about February. And you're stuck in Ohio. So it was beautiful all the way around, seeing my son, meeting his girlfriend. We did some shopping, we did some eating. Now we did end up leaving a little early. We cut our trip by a day because a big ice storm was moving through Tennessee and Kentucky, and that was right along our route to be traveling home that day. And it's about a 12 and a half, 13-hour trip. So we didn't want to take any chances, so we did cut our trip short, but it wasn't before we had a wonderful time and wonderful weather. But this one was among my favorites. So this is the Kendall by Henry Margaux in that 10613 GR. I was absolutely sure to pack this one. So it's a little longer than the Jules and a lot longer than the Naomi. So I broke this one out on Sunday, which was Super Bowl Sunday. And Colton had his girlfriend over. We had some Super Bowl snacks and watched the game. It was a really, really good time. I briefly touched on the subject with her as we were chatting about me wearing wigs and how wonderful it is. And, you know, she being a young woman with beautiful head of hair from the South probably didn't really get the reason why I was wearing wigs, because she had never seen me without a wig. She didn't understand my history with hair loss, but she was very, very open to it. Like I say, just such a sweet girl and very accepting and open. It's hard to believe that these are wigs when you first lay your eyes on them, because everybody has an idea of what a wig looks like. If you don't wear wigs and have never worn them, you have an idea in your head what they look like. And these wigs look nothing like what you think they should look like. You know, those nesty little contraptions that grandma used to wear? Definitely not. It's just she couldn't believe how super realistic it was. So again, this is Kendall. Kendall is a part of the Naturaliers collection by Henry Margaux, which is just a step up in terms of cap features. So you have a temple-to-temple lace front, full single hand-tied monofilament. Kendall has a lot of permatease, but this beachy wave, that beautiful 7-inch front layer is so flattering. So you see, I could change up the styles, but still keep the same color, and it's just not quite, like I say, not quite as aggressive in my transition. So like I said, we traveled to visit with my son. We actually stayed in his house. He has an extra bedroom there. So we stayed with him the entire time. And everybody needs a house wig, right? Just like a comfortable robe or something that you could put on. Now, if I was at home, I would go without a wig. But since we were visiting my son and there was the potential for company, I needed to take a wig that I could just throw on and wear sort of around the house when we were, you know, cooking or in the evening or something. So I took this one. This is Tony Bratton's Prestigious in the color light blonde. Simple pixie cut with lots of texture. It's a great no makeup wig because of all these fringy layers around the face that kind of blur lines and things. And it's just super easy with an open cap. So this was more or less the around the house wig when I was there, not because I would be embarrassed to wear out, but just because it's so easy and it's easy to throw on and off and then just toss it in a corner. Yes, I do that sometimes. You know, I have these little wigs that I call my house wigs. They're simple, comfortable, no fuss, no muss. I could throw them on without looking in a mirror and know they look great. This is one of those wig styles. I also wear this one when I go to appointments like the dentist or the chiropractor, because it's just simple and easy to wear. I don't have to worry about it riding up because I've got a little bit of bang there. This is just a go-to for me as well. And this light blonde is very similar to the 10613 GR. A little more warmth in this one, I think, with the sandy tones and the honey, but a light, pale, cool blonde. Okay, so that was it. Those were the wigs that I took with me when we went down to visit my son in Georgia at the beginning of February. Thank you all. We'll see you next time on Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.